Hi, my name's Damian Johnston, and I'm the PTI guy. I'm a platform tennis enthusiast, intermediate level player, a volunteer for my local paddle league, and a member of the American Platform Tennis Association Board of Directors. I'm currently the chair of the APTA PTI Algorithm Committee, and these are videos aimed at demystifying the PTI and maybe even answering some of your questions. Today's video is expected and actual results. What do they mean? For the purpose of this video, we are going to focus on matches between players who have established PTI ratings. Initial ratings for new players and ratings confidence are discussed in another video, which will be linked to in the description below. The expected result formula is 1 over 1 plus 10 to the power of the PTI spread divided by 24. But what does this actually mean? It's a seemingly non-intuitive formula. It's the probability of winning the match. It also is the actual result required to see a zero PTI adjustment. For example purposes, let's consider two teams with the same PTI, or a PTI spread of 0. Plugging in the PTI spread of 0 into the formula shows that the expected result is 1/2, or 50%. Each team is equally likely to win this match. The expected result is a theoretical prediction. Obviously, a draw is very unlikely. Therefore, there will be an adjustment after this match. Let's consider a match where the PTI spread is very large, such as 24. Plugging 24 into the formula shows a 1 out of 11, or 9.09% chance of winning. For those familiar with wagering, this is the same as 1 to 10 odds. As a side note, the constant 24 was chosen arbitrarily when the PTI system was first adapted from the ELO rating algorithm. The idea was that players would have ratings between 0 and 80. Because the PTI system is self-correcting, the actual range has turned out to be different than this. The formula for the actual result is 1/3 times 1 if the match was won, plus 2/3 times the percent of games won. If the match was lost, the actual result is 1/3 times 0, plus 2/3 times the percent of games won. But what does this mean, and why was it chosen? The actual result formula is a function that maps a match score to the range 0.0 to 1.0. This is important for the ELO rating system. It's also a combination of whether the match was won and the margin of that win. It's a weighted combination. 1/3 comes from the match win, and 2/3 comes from the margin of victory. Let's look at a two-set win. Here is an example of a score of 6-4, 6-4. As you can see, the actual result calculates out to 73.33%. Here's an example of the worst three-set win, 7-6, 0-6, 7-6. In this case, you can see that the winning team, despite not winning the most games in that match, still had a greater than 0.5 or 50% actual result. The losing team in this match would have had a score of 37.5%. The PTI adjustment formula is 5.6 times the expected result minus the actual result. This constant 5.6 was chosen when the PTI system was adapted from the ELO rating system to balance how quickly a player's rating can change in response to a sustained change in match performance with the volatility caused by week-to-week match results. This adjustment is the self-correcting engine of the PTI system. Essentially, the PTI system is always trying to correct inaccurate ratings. The PTI adjustments are surprisingly not quite cumulative. This is because the adjustment depends on the expected result. As such, a bad loss in a previous match lowers the expectations and makes achieving a larger adjustment more likely. Similarly, a lucky win in a previous match raises the expectations and makes achieving a larger result less likely. If you'd like to dig into the math behind the PTI system, you can refer to the Wikipedia page on the ELO rating system. It's fundamentally the same algorithm with a few tweaks. The PTI system uses a inverse direction from the ELO system, where a lower rating is a stronger rating. The width of the ELO rating system is 24 rather than 400. This changes the range of most ratings. The PTI system uses 5.6 as the rate of change, or K factor, and that's dynamically adjusted by match type, PTI spread, and the ratings confidence of participating players. The PTI system also has a number of controls used to set initial start ratings. Initial start ratings will be covered in a separate video, the link to which can be found in the description below. I hope you find this video useful. Feel free to leave your constructive comments and questions below. Let PTI be a reflection of your previous matches and not a goal. Remember, PTI is not a measure of ability, it's a measure of performance. The goal is to play the great game of platform tennis, compete in close matches, and most importantly, to have fun. See you on the courts!